Hey y'all, it's me again, Valerie. Okay, welcome back to my yarn room. Alright, I guess from the intro of this, y'all seen what we was going to do today. It is sc2tog, which stands for single crochet two together. And the reason why I did it that way is because on 99% of the patterns that you read, it is going to be written like that. sc2tog. And you'll know from this video that that stands for single crochet two together. Okay. Trying to teach the newbies or people who just do not know how to read a pattern, how to read a pattern. Because I'm learning how to myself. I have trouble with that. And I'm trying to teach myself how to read a written pattern and make a item from a written pattern. Okay, anyway, so I want to apologize beforehand if my hands are shaky because I quit smoking cigarettes and, well, I'm shaky. I'm doing real good on the not having an attitude problem, but I'm still going through withdrawals and the shakiness and stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I just chain 10. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the second chain from the hook, and I'm going to work single crochets all the way down. Y'all already know how to do that because I already taught that. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Did you miss me? I missed y'all. Anyway, overlook me. I'm actually in a pretty good mood considering that I just quit smoking cigarettes. Anyway, my brain is scattered today because of this, okay? Bear with me, please. Alright, and I'm probably going to shake. Or hit the camera. Or, well, it's not a camera, it's a phone. Anyway, trying to figure out how to do this not to hit it. Alright, all I did was my single crochets from second chain from the hook all the way down. Now I'm going to chain one and I'm going to turn. Now, for you newbies, that chain one does not count as a stitch. It does not count as anything. Ignore it is even there. Your first stitch is right there. Some people will tell you that your first stitch is right there. It is not. Your first stitch is right there. Right at the end. Okay, if you get confused, pinch that chain one, turn it up, and your first V right there is your stitch. And if you'll notice, okay, I'm going to pinch it, turn it back down, and it's right there. So, that's how you can tell where it is. I like to explain things. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to single crochet two together on each end. Okay, I'm not going to show the single crochets in the middle because I've already showed single crochets and that's not important. That's not what we're doing. I'm just going to turn the video off and on and show you the single crochets on the ends. The single crochet two together on the ends. Because I'm not doing the whole thing together. Just the ones on the ends. So, your first two stitches here, and your last two stitches here, are the ones that you're going to be working with on each row. Okay, now I want you to get a piece of scrap yarn, and I want you to do this with me, okay? Okay, so, we're going to do single crochet two together, and it starts out the exact same way a single crochet does. We're going to put our hook in, grab our yarn, pull it through. Okay, now this is where on a single crochet we would wrap our yarn and go through both of those. We're not going to do that. We're going to go into the next stitch. Like I said, we're working on the first two and the last 2. We are going to, if I can, grab our yarn, pull it through. Now, we got 3 loops on the hook. We're going to wrap our yarn, and we're going to go through all 3. Now, if you'll notice, we went through both of those stitches, but we only have 1 V. So we took 2 stitches and made it into 1. Hence, the whole thing go single crochet 2 together. Or decrease, single crochet decrease. That's all we're doing. We're decreasing 2 stitches into 1. It's kind of common sense. Okay, so I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to do single crochets in the rest of them, but I'm not going to do the last 2. And I'll turn the film back on and record doing the last 2 together. Okay, and don't worry about them holes. They'll close up. Okay, be right back. All right, I'm back. Did you miss me? I sure missed y'all. Okay. Overlook me. I think it's the whole quitting thing. It just, my head is like, woo! Okay. So, remember what I said about don't worry about them holes. They'll close themselves together. What did they do? They closed themselves together. Okay, so, don't stress over the small stuff. Save that stress for the big stuff. Alright. Now, we're going to do 2 together again. So, we're going to go into the stitch, grab our yarn and pull it through. This is where in a single crochet we would wrap and pull through 2, but we're not doing that. Okay, so then we're not going to do anything else. We just wrapped and pulled through. Okay, so we're going to go into the next stitch, grab our yarn, pull it through. Okay, we got 3 loops on the hook. We're going to wrap, pull through all 3. We're going to chain 1, turn. Now, if you'll notice, the second row is a little bit shorter than the first row, because we have 2 less stitches on it than we do on the first row, because we did 2 of the single crochets 2 togethers, so it decreased by 2 stitches. Okay, now like I said, we're on the first stitch and the last stitch, or well, the first 2 and the last 2, we're going to do them together. The ones in between, I'm going to pause and go ahead and just do them. Okay, single crochet does not count as anything. Ignore it's there. Okay, so that's the 2 stitches right there that you're going to be working in. Okay, so you're going to go in the stitch, grab your yarn and pull it through. We are not going to wrap and pull through 2, because we're doing them together. We're going to go in this one right here, grab our yarn and pull it through. 3 on the hook. That's a good thing right there, 3 on the hook. Okay, wrap, and we're going to pull through. I think I just split my yarn. Yep, I did. There we go. See, it's easy to fix. Don't worry about it. Like I said, don't sweat the small stuff. Save that stress and the sweat and everything for the big stuff. I mean, the really big stuff. I tend to not really worry about things, because things have a tendency to work themselves out if you believe. Okay, that's the key. You gotta believe. Am I being biblical? No, I am not. I'm just saying, if you believe that it's going to get better, it will. Okay, now I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to do my, let's see, I think it's 3 single crochets, and then my last 2, I'm going to put them together. So I'll be back before I do my last 2. I'm back. Okay, Now, we're going to do them last 2 stitches together. Okay, so we go in, we pull up a loop, then we go right here next door into that one and pull up a loop. We have 3 on the hook. So then we yarn over and pull through all 3 and do a single crochet and turn. Now, do you notice that it's really getting smaller? Okay, so 2 together. My tail was up there in my way. Okay. Well, that just sounded funny. Okay, we're working in these 2 stitches right here. So, we're going to go into the stitch, grab our yarn and pull up a loop. Go into the next stitch, grab our yarn and pull up a loop. 3 loops on a hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay? Alright, I'm going to pause right here because well, no, I'm not. Because I only got 1 stitch and then okay, yeah, I'm not going to pause. So, right here, we do a single crochet. And then we have our last 2. So, let's do them together. Literally, together. Okay. Yarn over. Well, we're going to grab our yarn and pull it through. Go into the next stitch. Grab our yarn and pull it through. 3 on the hook. Yarn over. And pull through all 3. Okay. Now, single, or do a slip, a chain. Now, if you'll notice, each side, this one looks a little wonky because, well, that's just the way that the stitches work. I don't know. I don't like it. Okay, there, that looks a little bit better. Might have to play with it to get it straight. Okay. By doing that, we came in on both sides. Now, the reason why this stitch is important is because in crochet, this is how we do the heel of a sock or a stocking or something like that. Okay? And then you get it down so far, and then you start working it with an increase on both of the outside ones until you get the same stitch count you've got here. And then you fold it together and sew it up on the sides, and you have a heel. This is why it's important to learn these basic techniques and stitches. Because with knowing the basics, you can pretty much make anything. Okay, I'm sweating to no end right now, and it's still early in the morning. So I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna go stand in front of my air conditioner out in the other room. Yeah, I don't know if it's that it's just hot or if it's that I'm old and having hot flashes. Oh, Lord have mercy. Like I said, laugh at yourself. Because if you laughing at yourself, ain't nobody else gonna be able to laugh at you. And if they do, it don't matter because you laughing at yourself. Have fun with life. Don't be uptight. You only get one life. Have fun with it. I think that might be my new motto. Don't worry about anything. Just have fun. Enjoy life. Okay. Well, that's going to be all for today. Now, I can't make no promises right now, but I'm going to try to come back tomorrow and try to teach how to do a half double crochet, 2 together. Ooh, sounds difficult, don't it? Well, it's not. It's not. All right, well, until then, I guess I'll see you when I see you. Bye, y'all.